Welcome back, wrestling fans, to Wainsider, where we dive deep into the soul of the WWE Universe, unearthing the raw, human truths that pulse beneath the spectacle. Tonight, we unravel a story that's sent chills through the squared circle. Uncle Howdy's cryptic warning to Solo Sikoa'S MFT on WWE Smackdown. Asterisk, this isn't just a haunting message, it's a saga of family, power, and a betrayal that threatens to shatter the bloodline's legacy. Feel the tension rise as we trace their emotional history, building to a moment that will leave you breathless. The bloodline's story is one of dominance, a dynasty forged by the Anoa'i family's unyielding strength. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, ruled with a 1,316-day Universal Championship reign, flanked by the Usos, Jey and Jimmy, and later Solo Sikoa, with Paul Heyman's cunning as their guide. Their power reshaped WWE, a fortress of pride. But beneath the glory, silent resentment simmered, a pressure to uphold the family's name that strained every bond, threatening to crack their unity. Roman's reign demanded absolute loyalty, a mandate that came at a cost. Jey Uso, the heart of the Usos, felt it first, his 2020 rebellion against Roman a cry for freedom. Jimmy, torn between brother and cousin, leaned on his wife, Naomi, for strength. The X platform captured fans' unease, posts dissecting Roman's cold commands, Jey's defiance, and Jimmy's quiet struggle. The bloodline was a beacon, but its foundation hid fissures, each member wrestling with their role in a legacy that demanded everything. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Solo Sikoa, the youngest, rose as the enforcer, his loyalty to Roman fierce but his ambition burning. The 2024 shift, with Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu forming his MFT, My Family's Throne, marked a new bloodline, one that pushed Jey out and tested Jimmy's allegiance. The X platform buzzed with speculation. Fans sensed Solo's hunger for power, a resentment toward Roman's shadow. The family's unity, once their strength, was now a fragile thread, stretched by pride and expectation. Uncle Howdy, the spectral figure tied to Bray Wyatt's legacy, entered the fray as a haunting enigma. His 2024 return, leading the Wyatt Six, was a nod to Bray's Firefly Funhouse, but his focus on the bloodline was personal. Bray's history with Roman, clashes at Hell in a Cell 2019 and Payback 2020, carried emotional weight, a bond of respect tainted by rivalry. The X platform whispered of Howdy's motives, fans seeing him as a ghost of vengeance, his cryptic warnings a challenge to the bloodline's reign. Naomi, tied to the bloodline through Jimmy, felt the strain. Her 2025 Women's World Championship win was a triumph, but her battles with Nia Jax, another Anoa'i cousin, exposed the family's cracks. Nia's taunts, questioning Naomi's place, were a betrayal of blood. The X platform rallied with #JusticeForNaomi, fans demanding respect, as the bloodline's silence deepened the wound. Naomi's glow was a defiance against a family that could lift or break her. Paul Heyman's role was pivotal, his shift from Roman's wiseman to Solo's strategist, a betrayal that cut deep. His influence over the MFT fueled their rise, but it alienated the Og bloodline, Roman, Jey, Jimmy, and Sami Zayn. The X platform captured Heyman's cryptic posts, hinting at a power grab that threatened Roman's legacy. The bloodline's pressure wasn't just internal, it was a war with those who sought to redefine their dynasty. The locker room was a battlefield of loyalties. Bianca Belair, Naomi's tag team partner, stood by her, their bond alight in the chaos. Cody Rhodes, a foe of the bloodline, watched with unease, his own battles with Roman a fresh memory. Wrestlers whispered about Howdy's eerie presence. His Wyatt Six faction, Bo Dallas, Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, disrupting the roster. The X platform shared clips of their haunting vignettes, fans debating if Howdy was a savior or a specter. Roman's absence after WrestleMania 41, following a loss to Seth Rollins and CM Punk, was a void that shook the bloodline. Solo's claim as tribal chief, backed by Jacob, Tama, and Tonga Loa, was a direct challenge, a resentment of Roman's reign that split the family. The Og bloodline clung to their roots, but the pressure of their legacy threatened to break them. The X platform speculated on Roman's return, fans sensing a storm brewing. The stage was set for a moment that would change everything. On Smackdown, August 15, 2025, Solo Sikoa, flanked by his MFT, stood in the ring, declaring himself the true tribal chief. The arena pulsed with anticipation, fans chanting for Roman's return. But the lights flickered, and Uncle Howdy's eerie laughter filled the air, his cryptic warning projected on the Titantron: "The throne you claim is built on lies, Solo. The Reaper comes for your blood." The crowd froze, the moment a chilling prelude to chaos. Halfway through the show, the arena went dark. A spotlight hit the ring as Uncle Howdy appeared, his Wyatt Six at his side. Solo, Jacob, Tama, and Tonga Loa stood ready, but Howdy's words were a dagger: "You betrayed your blood, Solo." Without warning, the Wyatt Six attacked, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy targeting Tama and Tonga Loa, while Howdy's lantern swing caught Jacob, leaving Solo stunned. The X platform erupted, clips of the attack spreading with hashtags like #HowdyAttacks, fans reeling from the chaos. The aftermath was a storm of emotion. Solo, battered but defiant, retreated with his MFT, his face a mask of rage and fear. Backstage, Jimmy Uso watched, his loyalty to the bloodline torn. He confronted Solo, his voice raw: "You're tearing us apart." Solo's cold stare was a betrayal, his MFT a new family that excluded the Usos. The X platform shared footage of the clash, fans debating Solo's leadership, ambition or arrogance. Roman, watching from afar, was silent, his absence a wound to the Og bloodline. Jey Uso, now a Solo star, felt the betrayal most keenly. Backstage, he confided in Sami Zayn, his voice heavy: "This ain't family, Sami. It's war." Sami, the honorary Uso, understood, his 2023 exit from the bloodline a mirror to Jay's pain. The X platform buzzed with #YeetForJay, fans hoping for his freedom amidst the chaos. Naomi's pain was personal, her bond with Jimmy was her strength, but Solo's MFT threatened their love. She spoke to Bianca, her voice trembling: "I thought we were blood." The X platform shared her cryptic post, a glowing heart emoji, a sign of resilience. Her glow, a beacon in the storm, was a reminder of the strength it took to stand by a family unraveling under betrayal. The locker room was divided. Cody rallied against Solo, his anger at the MFT palpable, while others, like Bronson Reed, aligned with Solo's faction, drawn to their power. Bianca and Bayley stood by Naomi, their bond a new family in the wreckage. The X platform captured the divide, insiders leaking whispers of Solo's defiance, his refusal to bow to Roman or Howdy a sign of a man consumed by ambition. The scandal of Howdy's attack shook WWE. Fans demanded answers: was it a scripted warning, or had the Wyatt Six gone rogue? The X platform shared leaks of WWE's plans, suggesting Triple H saw Howdy as a catalyst to fracture the bloodline, elevating the Og faction's return. The #HowdyVSMF trended, fans rallying for the eerie figure, seeing him as Bray Wyatt's spirit seeking justice. Roman's absence was a wound, his silence a betrayal to some. Insiders whispered of his health struggles, a post-leukemia fatigue that kept him sidelined. The X platform debated his leadership, fans questioning if the Og bloodline could reclaim their throne. Roman's eventual return, teased on Smackdown, was a spark, his glare at Solo a promise of reckoning, a family fighting to reclaim its blood. The fans were the bloodline's heartbeat. At Smackdown, signs read: "Acknowledge Roman," and "Howdy's Revenge," a testament to their divided loyalties. The X platform shared tributes to Roman's reign, Jay's fire, Naomi's glow, and Howdy's mystery, memories of a dynasty that still burned bright. A young fan's post: "Howdy, save the bloodline," broke hearts, a reminder of the love that endures. Naomi's return to the ring was a defiance of pain. On Raw, August 18, 2025, she faced Io Sky, her glow reignited. Jimmy stood ringside, his love a shield. Her promo was raw: "Solo, you can't dim my light." The crowd roared, their glow chants a promise of support, a rejection of the betrayal that sought to break her. The Wyatt Six attack was a wake-up call. Howdy's warning wasn't just about Solo, it was about the bloodline's soul, its legacy tainted by ambition. The X platform buzzed with clips of Howdy's lantern swing, fans chanting, "Wyatt! Wyatt!" a nod to Bray's enduring spirit. The attack was a moment of chaos, but also clarity, a call for the bloodline to face their fractures. The bloodline's legacy was at a crossroads. Solo's MFT, backed by Heyman, was a new dynasty, but Roman's Og bloodline, Jay, Jimmy, Sami, clung to their roots. The X platform buzzed with fans' hopes for reconciliation, but also fear that the dynasty was fragile, its strength tested by resentment and betrayal. The Anoa name was eternal, but its future uncertain. Backstage whispers painted a complex picture. Insiders claimed Howdy's attack was planned to elevate the Bloodline's civil war, a storyline to rival the Shield's breakup. Others whispered of real tension, Solo's frustration with Roman's absence, his alliance with Jacob a power grab. The locker room watched, torn between the OG Bloodline's heart and the MFT's ambition, a war brewing. The fans kept the Bloodline's light alive. At Raw, signs read, OG Bloodline forever, and Naomi shines, a testament to their love. The X platform shared tributes to Jay's superkick, Naomi's moonsault, and Howdy's eerie presence, memories of a dynasty fighting to survive. The attack was a wound, but also a spark, a reminder of the blood that binds. This story is about more than a warning, it's about blood, trust, and the fight to reclaim a legacy. Howdy's attack, Solo's ambition, and the Bloodline's fractures are a mirror to our own battles with loyalty and family. The Anoa dynasty is eternal, but it's forged in pain, tested by broken trust, and carried by those who stand together. Thank you for joining us, for feeling this with us, for standing with the Bloodline. Hold your family close, fight through the betrayal, and never let your legacy fade. Until next time, acknowledge the blood.